is Natasha Clemens, and this is my son, Rodney Mitchell. He was killed and executed by two Sarasota Sheriff deputies June 11, 2012. The Sarasota County Police Department, as well as the sheriff, decided to put this type of sting, operation sting together. It's called Amistad. I'm not sure, it didn't happen under the Pinos, while she was here. However, because I met her the week that she came in, and I greeted her, I came to the fire station so that I could meet her. I didn't know her, she didn't know me, so it didn't happen when she was here. But my question is that I just want to know why did they have to do such thing in the Newtown neighborhood, which ended in my son's death. He was innocent, but why did two different entities have to come together to do such crime like that? I mean, it's awful to live day to day. This is one of my grandbabies, and if you have children, you know how it is if they just fall, scrape their knees. But for someone to shoot and kill and execute my baby for no apparent reason, just decide to say that they were afraid? How? Come on, people. We all must make a change. I need NAACP, I need all the pastors, I need everybody in this community to take a stand. Honestly, Chief Capino she's been trying to do what she can do. But you know what? I know she has a job that she has to do. But guess what? My name is Natasha Clemens, and I have a job that I will do. Until justice is served, you will see my face, no matter what. Thank you.
Ms. Clemens, before the next question, I work with the Sarasota Police Department, and I spearhead the, not getting paid, but as a volunteer, and I spearhead the New Beginnings Law Enforcement. I've been asking repeatedly for somebody to jump on this board. Reason being is that if you have any complaints or any concerns, I can put you in front of the chief or the captains that's available. I'm asking you, if you and I can get together and work with each other, so if you do have any questions here going forward, we can perhaps work out something or perhaps get those questions answered for that you know need.
This is what I'm saying. I want you to please understand. I'm not being disrespectful. Yes, I am angry and I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. NAACP has not helped me. We're the preachers, the pastors. Where's everybody? We're supposed to be a community. Come on now, let's come together. Let's do what's right. I'm not asking I'm just asking for evidence. The evidence that was presented was wrong. It shows that they were wrong, guilty. Not only that, it shows that I no longer have a son. My son was 23, returned back home to help out, get a job, and start his life, and all of a sudden he's executed. Not just by himself, but while my nephew watched. How sad is that? How would you feel if somebody did your kid like that? You would want somebody to take a stand and do what's right. You guys need to open your mouths and stop turning the other cheek because you're just as guilty. You're the senators, the police officers. Stop that. Do not do people wrong because guess what? In due season, baby. Let me tell you something. The God that I serve, He ain't bring me this far to leave you. And I just want to let you know, if I can be of any help, just let me know I'm here. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we're hearing a lot about what you have done and what you're sort of kind of doing in programs. I think what we're hearing is that people don't think that's enough. And so I know you're asking people to participate. When Greg Cruz asked, if there was a different program that could be worked on as far as having civil interjection when it comes to complaints, that was kind of brushed off as if, oh, that's already there, you should just show up. But what we're actually asking is there, what opportunities are there? What can we do with you to kind of change the program the way it is now, like how we've been doing it, and maybe do something new so that we feel like there's more accountability, more voices, so that maybe people do come to the meetings because they feel like they're actually being heard and that something is done with their complaints. That's one of my questions.
Okay, I recommend that you talk with Glenda and the police complaint committee to see what's already in place. And if you don't like that, bring up suggestions on what you think the right thing to do is. Because I can't create what you want because
There's programs around the country that are actually working pretty well.
bring those forward,
Okay.
let us take a look at them. That's what that's all I can say to you. I'd love to hear what it is you have to
So we
say.
can follow up on that with,
If you would bring it to me, I would love to see it.
Okay.
Because I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. I think the programs that we have right now in place are excellent.
I don't think the community thinks they're working though. So
I don't think they know what it is, because nobody's
Okay,
involved.
we don't-
Nobody
we just
is
don't know, I
involved. So
guess.
I think that's okay. Well, the one thing is I just encourage you to see what we have before you criticize it.
I think a lot of us are aware of what's out there, but I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
We'll bring suggestions. Group of us are working together to look at different opportunities around the country that have
I'd
worked.
like to hear what you think is wrong with the program.
Well, I know I haven't actually heard any specific policy changes, or what have you done with the specific
What have we done
complaint
wrong?
of what was the
What
follow-up?
aren't we doing that you want us to do?
We
What have we
invited
done?
Sheriff Knight and his entire cabinet to be here.
They won't show.
We called the sheriff out on a couple of things because we felt that he needed to be engaged in these meetings, just like the city of Sarasota Police Department and our chief. And it's really not fair the chief to take the bullets.
I agree with that, absolutely.
Okay, it's totally not fair to the chief to take any bullets that need to be directed at the sheriff.
Right, and I agree back to my question earlier. You've done nothing, fucking nothing.
I don't want to get that. You've done nothing.
Ma'am, to address your
Even though the shooting of Black Mitchell was justified, it was justified under the programming, the combined programming with the Sarasota Police Department and the Sheriff's Department. Nobody's ever publicly apologized to the mother of Rodney Mitchell for killing her son.
We've addressed those things with the sheriff, and we told the sheriff personally that in order for the community to understand the county, that he has to come out here and change the narrative. We can talk till we're blue in the face all night long about the county department, but he has to come out here and stand up and be and change the narrative, and to take whatever needs to come at him. He needs to take it and deal with it and move on. But we can't stop. But that's the
Okay,
reason why-
I just one quick
I'm
question.
sorry.
While I was waiting to ask my question, a few things came up for me. Mainly the word respect. We were all asked to be respectful when we spoke. My friend Greg Cruz asked a question at the beginning, and there was some back and forth. And I feel that he was not respected when he was told he needed to get involved with the community. He is very involved with the community. He's part of why I'm involved with the community. So I don't think that people should be saying that they're listening, but then telling us to be involved with the community when they don't know our level of involvement.
Amen.
Thank you. Doing training for officers regarding constitutional rights and civil rights, and making sure that they know all about that so that they're not being violated. However, all I'm hearing is that this is going on now with people who are already in the force. Is this something that is required before they become officers? If not, why? And if so, why is the problem that we have to keep going back to it over and over again?
Let me see if I can answer your question. The first thing is that we train police officers after they become police officers. So anything that happens before I hire them, that's amongst the community. About civil rights, about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, and making sure all of our officers go through that training. I talked to Peter from the ACLU, and he and I met at a meeting about a month and a half ago, and I talked about having them come and do some training with our officers, and he called me last week, and we were going to announce it at the last meeting, and I'm announcing it now. We will be having that type of training, because I think a well-trained police officer is a smart police officer. And
Last time I suffered a broken leg, dislocated shoulder, busted lip, and humiliation when I was beat by police officers for nothing. Because he felt like he had that type of authority. 2 times I was arrested was because they didn't know the law.